Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we will be doing other methods of sourcing today. So job portals, we have been doing Naukri on the first day, right? So yesterday we discussed on the sourcing strategies, and today again we will continue with the job postings in Naukri. And once again, if you've not understood, I will take you through to the advanced search and all in Naukri. Okay, and we will also see job postings in LinkedIn. Okay, but before that, I just want to understand, like all of you are from different backgrounds and you've been hiring or sourcing for different kind of profiles. So depending on the type of profiles, I have told you that we need to change our sourcing strategy, right? So I just, for the new joiners or for the freshers, I just want to inform you about the kind or the types of methods that we can use for sourcing profiles. Okay, so Nitya, please hear me out carefully. Okay, thankfully Lakshmi has joined because she needs to.
Yes, ma'am.
So let me share the screen. So are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So especially guys who are freshers, okay, I want you to listen to this carefully because in order to source the profiles for different kind of profiles, we have to use different methods, sourcing methods, okay? And for each profile, like I've been telling you, the method or the strategy differs. Okay, so for some, there are few methods that we generally use on a large scale and on an everyday basis. So first is the job portals. Okay, so we have been talking about Naukri, right? On the first day, we spoke about Naukri. We have heard about Monster.com and we've heard about Indeed. So these are the job portals, or they're also called the job board. Okay, so first is the job portal, second is employee referrals. So for certain kind of niche profiles, especially for IT and which require typical kind of skills, okay, for those kind of profiles, employee referrals are very, very useful. Okay, and even for large scale hiring like in BPO. So if you are hiring for a BPO, the requirement is reoccurring every month, right? For such profiles, you can use employee referrals. Now, what is employee referrals? Employee referrals is a method by which we take references from the existing employees in the company, mainly from the same department, same kind of roles. So we take referrals from the current employees in the organization. Okay, and depending on the company, they reward the employees for referring their friends or known people, acquaintances for a definite role. Okay, so I'm sure Accenture and companies like IBM, HP, so all these companies have rewards for employees who are referring their friends or known people for a particular post in a company. So for BPO especially, employee referrals works a lot, okay? And for even the niche kind of profiles also, employee referrals work a lot. Okay, so please keep this in mind. In BPOs, more than job portals, employee referrals is one important source. Okay, and media advertisements. So newspaper, TV, radio, these are media advertisements. So for bulk hiring, like I told you, if you're hiring for some kind of a customer support role or some kind of, a telecaller role, or maybe even hiring any position at an entry level, especially, newspaper ads work, come into play, and they help us a lot. Okay, so if you have 30 or 40 positions to fill, Then in newspaper ads and job postings help a lot. Okay, radio, we hardly give any advertisements in TV or radio because people, they generally don't listen. Okay, but newspaper people read and they apply. Okay, so bulk hiring, newspaper ads work a lot. Okay, now social media platforms, social media like LinkedIn, okay, like GitHub and like Facebook, like Twitter. So these are social media platforms. So you can use social media platform to either, source for BPO profiles, or you can use social media platform to go through the profiles of certain candidates. Like you can go to their LinkedIn profile and check on their experience, okay, and get references. So social media works for those purposes. Okay, any other position that you can think about? Guys who have already been sourcing through social media, can you add up so that it becomes educating for others who do not know? Maybe Sneha and Japasna, if you can add any specific positions that you want to mention where we can use social media for hiring.
Yes, we can like we can use social media like let's suppose if we are using LinkedIn, so it is for the it you we can use for a CTO position, for other IT senior profiles. But according to my experience from Facebook, we can post like BPO's position. This type of a position we can easily get up from a Facebook.
Correct. Correct. So more of creative and more of junior level where it involves youngsters. Okay.
Yes.
Any kind of profile which
Yeah, we can
involves-
add in graphic designers too.
Correct.
Likewise, designers in FB,
Correct.
LinkedIn, and all. Yeah.
Yeah. So creative profiles, like I said, digital marketing and all these, no? So you can use Facebook for this platform. Okay, Nitya, Lakshmi Priya.
Yes, mom.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So you please try to grasp all these tricks. Okay. So where you need to go and search for what kind of profiles so that you save your time. There is no point going in Naukri for the BPO requirements, for more of creative requirements, more of profiles which involve youngsters. So job portals you can use towards the end, but you have to use employee referrals and social media platforms, especially for the youngster crowd. Okay, but
Yes,
for
ma'am.
senior
Yes.
profiles, job portals and LinkedIn is very, very useful. Okay, and recruitment database, it is for everyone. So you have built your database, you can use the database for any profile. Okay, and recruiter networks, like you have the HR Federation of India, right? And they have there are other HR networks these days all over WhatsApp and Telegram, right? So you can contact these guys to get some references, but we cannot expect a very high volume of response from here. Okay, but still you might get one or two. So you can take these options also. If you want, you can make a note of this because this is a slide that I have taken from my other training PPT. Okay, if you want, I can share it on WhatsApp also. That's not a big deal.
Yes, ma'am, please share it.
Okay, so I will share this. And yeah, so another thing is, what is the screening process? So how do you screen the profiles? So it again depends on the type of role that you are sourcing for. Skills testing, okay? Skills testing, suppose if you're doing hiring for data entry profiles or something which involves a particular skill, then you can ask the person to come sit in front of the computer, open the, the typing speed page or something which involves Tally or something, and you just open and check whether they are efficient or not in a particular skill. Okay, or you may also want to go for psychometric tests. So these are for managerial levels and above. So skill testing, especially for people who are required to work on definite skills. It could also be IT profiles. Okay, for IT profiles also we need certain type of skills and languages, right? So you can invite these people and test them on the skills on your computer screen. Okay, so this again depends on the kind of role you're hiring for. So how do you screen? One is by skills testing. Second is obvious, very obvious one is resume screening. We go through their resume and understand what kind of experience they have, what is their, how many years of experience, and what have they studied, where are they from, and all that. So resume screening is one. Cover letter. If you have a lot of screening to do, then you can go through the cover letters in case they have attached. So this is very rare these days, but still, if you have cover letters, then this gives a gist about their experience and whether like it includes their education, total years of experience, and which company they are working. So it gives you a bird's eye view on their experience. Okay, applicant tracking system. Again, we discussed. I don't think we discussed it in our session yesterday. So applicant tracking system is, again, you will find this in job portals like Naukri. So you can see, or companies have their own websites or their own portals where they can track the applicants. Okay, they can check on their skills and how many years of experience, what level of experience they have. Okay, reference checking is you can check, do a background checking on the candidates. Okay, you ask for 2 references. I'm sure most of us have already done this before and have heard about this. We check the references that they give, we call them, right? Or we send them an email and ask them to give a detailed information about the candidates they are planning to hire. So this is reference checking, just to check how genuine is what they are talking about. So whatever they put in the CV, if you feel like, no, I should give it a check, then you can definitely call the HR of the company or take the numbers or emails of people from the person and do the checking. Okay, like, was he working for these many years in your company? At what capacity was he working? Is the salary that he has given correct or not? Is it less or is it more? Of course, they will not give less, they will give more only. So you can check whether his salary was really this much. Who was he reporting to? What kind of, what kind of behavior did he have? Did he have any disciplinary issues? Okay, all these checking you can do so that you are sure you are hiring the correct candidate. Okay, so how you can do reference checking? By either taking numbers from that person or directly calling the HR of the company. Okay, you can check online, that is through social media. You can check about the person. Sometimes you even need to do a Facebook check for a particular candidate, right? So it doesn't harm. There's no harm in doing a Facebook check or doing a LinkedIn check of a particular candidate. LinkedIn check most of us do, right? But sometimes we also have to do a Facebook check for candidates. Okay, and paid trial project are again, for senior position. So you give them a project. Okay, before you hire them, you just give them a project to work on, just to check whether they are really able to do that given project or not, for which we will obviously have to pay them. So this is for senior positions, paid trial projects, just to check. Suppose somebody is telling me I'm very good at OD, that is organization development. Okay, so you give them a project on organization development and you check whether they are really able to do that or not, how good they are, and whether they are good enough for us to hire them. Okay, so this again depends on the senior management if you want to take a call. Okay, and obviously we do phone interviews and video interviews, which is the very obvious and the only method of interviewing during this pandemic. Okay, so I wanted to share these 2 slides with you. the sourcing methods, and what are the ways in which we screen the applicants. Okay, now I want to show you the job posting. So do you have any questions in these two slides? Okay, I will share these two slides with you later on. Give me a minute. I open up LinkedIn. Is lockdown going on in your cities? Is there? Or
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
how many of you are in Bangalore?
I'm at Bangalore, ma'am. Nitya, yes.
I'm get married in December, last December. Now my husband was in Bangalore. He worked from home at Chhattisgarh, Raipur. When he shifted to
I can't hear you. Everybody else is there? Guys, you there?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because suddenly I couldn't hear anything. Just give me a minute. I'm logging into Naukri and LinkedIn. Okay, how many of you use LinkedIn for hiring?
What's your question?
How many of you use LinkedIn for hiring?
I'm using
You're,
LinkedIn search and Recruiter Lite too.
okay, you're using both. Okay. And anybody else?
No, ma'am, I didn't use.
No, I used to have, yeah, LinkedIn, but I didn't use for hiring. Only Naukri and yeah.
Right. So, see, I will be showing you LinkedIn job posting. Okay. So, Sneha, I'm sure you've been using Recruiter Lite, right? So, just for the general information of the other members present in this training, Recruiter Lite is also everything to do with the database of LinkedIn, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so it is like Naukri, very similar to Naukri, wherein you search the kind of profiles you're looking for and the database populates accordingly.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, guys, like I was, like how Sneha just said, it is very similar to Naukri. Okay, so if you know how to use Naukri, LinkedIn Recruiter is the same thing. You just need to put in your requirements and put in all the years of experience and how we were doing it on the first day. Huh? So if you put your requirements in the given tab, then according to the database that is available with LinkedIn, it will start populating. And it is the same way with Indeed also. I'm not too sure if Indeed works that well in Bangalore, but in other places like how we are hiring in West Bengal, Indeed is a very common source of hiring. Okay, but all these job portals, they work in the same way. Okay, what I want to show you is the job postings today. So that is why I will not be touching through LinkedIn Recruiter. Okay, in Naukri as well as in LinkedIn, I will be showing you only the job posting. Nitya, are you okay with that?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. So you are following whatever I've been explaining, right? Nitya, Lakshmi,
Yes, ma'am. I'm making note of it.
Yes, yes.
please ask me if you have any questions because the main idea is to get through, right? So after all this
Yes, yes.
screening also, we should be able to get through our motive, our objective, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I think everybody is they use internet for studying, for training, and so many other purposes. No, because of this lockdown,
Yes, ma'am.
very very. Okay, see. So this is the site of LinkedIn where you can do the job post. Okay, so once you have your profile as a recruiter, you will have this tab also for posting a job. Okay, so here on the first page only you will get what kind of job posting you want to do. Okay, so I have done trainee recruitment and the name of the company and which area. Okay, and whether it is full time or part time, and then I start the job post. then it asks me for other details. I had sent you the YouTube links also, right, of our earlier sessions. So if
Yes,
you
ma'am.
want to refer to our
Yes, ma'am, got it.
yeah, you can just refer to that. Okay, so once you do the job post, see here you will have to write the job description. Okay, so whatever job description is given to you to work on or you have already worked on, you need to just write all that here. Okay, in very specific details you need to give. Okay, and what kind of skills are you looking for? Okay, so here for a recruitment trainee, I have given recruiting, and what else? I maybe I can give sourcing. Okay. Sourcing, and if there is any other skills that you're looking for, okay, you can add here like good communication or something. Okay, so some kind of skills that you're looking for, you can add, and then you continue here. So here I'm just giving a job description, just an arbitrary thing, and then I continue. And whatever skills is required for performing that job, you just need to give it here and continue. Okay, then it asks you, how would you like to receive your applicants? So either you check from here, you say through email you want the applications or through external websites. So if you want them to apply to your company website, then you click on external website and then you will have to give your website link here. Okay, otherwise your email. Okay, your email, and then you'll have to give your email address. Okay, and if you have any review screening questions, then you write, then you give your questions here. Okay, like, can you start immediately? Okay, these are the review questions, so that you don't have to waste time in calling the person and asking, when can you join us? What is your notice period? So if you want somebody to join immediately, then you just add this question. Okay, you add this. Okay, and the answer should be yes. Only so LinkedIn will filter only those applications which have the answer yes. Okay, so only it will show you applications who can join immediately. Fine, so it will filter out the rest. Okay, and add another question. So if you want to add on the education level, okay, if you want somebody who should have completed BCom, have you completed the following level of education? So if you want to write, just degree, you say, have you here? Have you completed the following level of education? If you want bachelor's degree, you click here, okay, and then the ideal answer should be yes, right? So again, LinkedIn will narrow down your search and give you only applicants who have completed bachelor's degree, so that you don't have to waste your time in asking them and going through candidates who are not who have not completed bachelor's degree. Okay, likewise there are other screening questions that you can ask them beforehand, and LinkedIn will give you only those candidates who meet your sourcing criteria. Okay, so it makes it very, very easy for you. The experience and skill level, see here you have options. So whatever options or whatever is your requirement, you just click on that and then it will give you various options. So you click on that and then again you can ask whatever question. So what is your level of proficiency in, maybe you're looking for some kind of a language, or maybe you're looking for some kind of experience level, certain kind of skills. So you add that question here, proficiency in like what, or any kind of language. What is your proficiency in probably English? Okay, so here is the drop down, And what is the ideal answer that you want? Do you want conversational? Do you want a professional English language, or you want native or bilingual? So you want a professional knowledge on English, then you add this. Okay, and there are other questions that you can add. So what will LinkedIn do? It will automatically send a rejection email. If you check this box, then what will happen? It will automatically send a rejection email. So this email you can customize. This is a a format that LinkedIn has provided. However, if you want to change the format, if you want to add something else, then you can change it here and then continue. If you don't want this rejection email to go, then you can just put this off. Okay, and here auto rate not a fit for applicants who do not meet the above qualifications. So whatever criteria we have put here, no applicant options criteria. So LinkedIn will auto rate and it will not populate those applications. Okay, and then you continue. Okay, so here, so it depends on the employer what we have been using. Okay, so this is to show the which kind of you understand what I'm trying to say. So what like how we do subscription, no, for Netflix. So it is that only, either this or that. So you either promote job with this package, or you do use it for free, so anything. Okay, and then you can continue and your job will be posted. Okay, and after posting the job, you start getting applications. Then you can go and manage the job posts. Everybody must be lying down and using the internet in the afternoon. So slow. Oof. I actually prefer all of you putting your video on, I told you the first day also. It feels like I'm just talking to myself, looking at the screen.
Hello,
Yes.
ma'am, Nithya here. I just have a doubt here.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, basically, what do we write in cover letters, ma'am? What is cover letters?
Cover letter, say it is generally a page that comes in along with your bio data. Okay. So before anybody can go through the bio data, they will give a cover letter which talks about your experience. You say, hi, I am Pratima Singh. I am from Darjeeling and I bring in around 12 years of experience in the field of human resource management. And the last company I've been working with was this. Okay, so it gives a very gist on a bird eye view on what is your qualification, how many years of experience you have in what, and where are you living. So just instead of going through the CV will have every detail, right? Like I've worked in this company from this state to this state, and I've done this, blah, 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 blah. But cover letter just has a gist of your entire experience. So it'll just be a maximum of 5 to 6 lines, not more than that.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in
Thank you.
case you have to screen a lot of CVs, okay, then cover letters will be helpful. But this is not much in trend these days. It used to be, used a lot in the earlier years, but over the years, this practice has just been vanishing. Okay, so people don't
Okay,
use
ma'am.
this
Okay.
much. Some
Okay, ma'am.
companies ask for it, but most of them don't. So nobody writes a cover letter these days.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Like in LinkedIn, ma'am, would you get notification saying that this particular candidate has been applied for you, ma'am?
Yes. See here the notifications icon is there, no? So there only you will get the notification.
Okay,
Hello.
ma'am.
And otherwise you can go to the job and see the managed job post, no, that I clicked in.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah. So you can click on that.
Is there any separate portal for LinkedIn for recruiters, ma'am?
Yes. There's a different tab, okay, which says LinkedIn Recruiter.
Okay, ma'am.
So see, when I manage the job post here is, I see all the applicants here. So I can filter them out, in terms of the relevance and the date that they've applied, in terms of their names, also I can sort them out, okay? And rating,
ma'am.
so according to the rating, whether this is LinkedIn rating, okay? So they are unrated, or they're a good fit, or maybe